Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to War Hospital. It's episode 15. Last time we had a big battle, and in the follow-up to that battle, we were still losing a lot of patience, and we were just getting things under control. Ultimately, over the entire episode, we had a +4. That was it. We went from a +102 to a +106. Not much of a gain. And then, something happened. The tunnel we helped with was undermined and collapsed, and we took a bunch of casualties, and those casualties, well, the advanced resting station was still getting things under control from the battle itself. Now we have 24 wounded in the trenches, and at the moment there's only 3 medic teams out there to help them. So let's check in on our staff and see. You can see there's a lot of fatigue as it is with our staff, as the icons are ever present. So these 3 are recovered. We could get them out there, but I need to get one of them to the casualty clearing station. For one, that group's going to need a rest really fast. We're going to send 5 out to the advanced resting station, and then close to collapse. Okay. That's how we're going to do that one. The extremely exhausted will stay extremely exhausted for a little bit. And we have 5 guys ready to go. 1 can swap out there, but that leaves us with a team of 4 for our next upgrade. Speaking of next upgrade, we just finished an upgrade, and that upgrade gave us additional housing for medic teams, because the medic teams issue has been such that I felt we needed to do something about it. So they are so cheap. 4 staff personnel contracts leaves us with 4 remaining. It's only taking half of what we have to add 4 additional medic teams. That's a big hell yes from me. Do we want to spend our other points on getting our nurses? Yes, they make such a difference. The nurses do to the percentages. So we're going to get 2 more nurses. That's all of our points for now, and that is our staff totally maxed out in the short term. In exchange for some longer rehab, I'm going to take a morale boost on what's considered a positive event there. Our rehab center has been doing just fine. We're going to go 2, 1, and 1. Morale's only 41%. We took a huge negative event with a mask enforcement for the influenza to help deal with that scenario. Okay, nice. Oh, Edith works much slower with others, tires faster when working solo. So she's got 1.5 negative events. We can already exchange one of them. Tires significantly slower when working solo, but the nurses are never solo. We might just need to go with ambitious. Speeds up operations at operating ward, so that's what we're here for. Okay, we're gonna make her helpful.
Sir, operation was successful.
Sun has come out. 12 wounded, 21 in the trenches. 5 medic teams there. We've got 1 exhausted, not too bad. We'll let them continue. Chemical War 25% boost. Oh hell yeah, that's a big one. And we have ambulances. Our medic teams just can't get to them. And we have another event that we need to get to here soon.
Sir, engineers reached the construction
We got
site.
so much going on right now. We're actually getting through this CCS faster than anything else. Serious patient here is not going to make it. Another one denied. Without any staff points, I can't force the add doctors thing that I was thinking about there for a little bit. Another denied admission death. Finally, that's cleared. The envelope's empty. And we're down to just 6 more that are waiting. They're all in good shape for the time being. Oh, no, there's still like 3 of them there that are being denied. Gain 1, lose 1 at the same time. Exact same minute, both of them increased by 1. So far on the day, we're just 5 and 4, 47%.
Sir, operation was successful.
Okay, now we're talking 7 and 4 at least on the day. +3. Last episode we were only +4 for the entire episode, so I'll take that. 2 new patients that come in are both regular standard surgery ward. That makes me happy. Those 2 after
Sir, operation was successful.
See,
Sir,
we've got
patient is cured.
two ambulances just sitting here waiting, but we just do not have the medic teams available at the moment.
Sir, I regret to inform you that Major Howard Barger was found dead near the mailboxes. It appears that
Oh, no.
he committed suicide. He was holding the letter covered entirely with apologies and the names of his squad mates that were killed.
Well, that's not good. I believe that's our guy who did the tunnel. We're down to 20 out here, by the way. This is cleared up rather fast. We're down to 6 wounded in the trenches, 14 wounded here. Our 5 teams are doing a pretty decent job this time of handling the situation. The commander of that situation has taken it to heart, and our 4 new medic teams are here. So, cemetery. 3 teams to the CCS, and we're going to get 1 out to the ADS to help finish things off. I mean, there's still 20 casualties that are out there. I think we finally have enough to get the, what do you call it, shift system on the go. There, shift system. Numbers just jumped. We're now 20 for the episode and just 8 saved. There was a lot of denied, and I'm thinking a lot at the front. Yeah, 5 deceased.
Patient is cured.
So there was a lot that were badly wounded in that trench collapse and or tunnel collapse. What a rough couple of days. From the looks of it, by the time we have this situation under control, which is soon, we've almost got it under control. We're barely over a day away from the next attack, which is a day from the next attack. It takes about a day to get stable. I think we're a few hours away from being stable, and that stability means we're going to have a busy one day trying to get things under control.
Operation was successful.
Morale's all the way down to 28%. Send plenty back home to boost morale. The supplies are okay, and we've definitely made progress with research, but yikes.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty clearing station.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal recommendation note with one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station.
Another VIP. And we have, okay, we have, my gosh, really? Operation difficulties at 6? 4 new to the surgery ward, so at least we can get them going there, everything. New patients, new decisions to be made. We'll send a little bit to the front. We'll definitely send some to HQ. But we're going to send a pretty healthy amount to the release from duty. We'll take +5. So 2, 5, and 7 from that batch.
Sir, patient is cured.
Oh my gosh, morale's all the way down to 24%. We've taken 30 losses now. The number is just flying this episode. 30 losses, with just 13 saved. The only good news is the trenches are clear, and we're down to 10 wounded, though there are 9 dead here, so it's not looking good.
New patient arrived.
Most of this was that tunnel group. I'm not going to have a choice. I'm going to have to here at some point in the near future see what we can do for this next event. Get it done before that next battle comes. We don't have time to wait for it, especially with the end of the chapter 4 days away. Down to 10 chemical supplies. We are absolutely flying through things there. Makes me think that my next camp improvement might need to be something about, yeah, there's an extra station. Lost that patient. Decrease in morale brings us to 16%. That's the first time this episode that we've lost a patient on the operating table. Last episode there was only 1 lost on the operating table as well, so only 2 out of our last 54 losses have been in surgery. We do really well if we can get them to that point, but it's getting them to that point that we have a hard time with. Trauma ward has a big group of 5 patients that have just come in, and some complicated ones. Choices. Well, time frame I think means I need to get these. I have to deny another civilian here. Nothing we can do for them. At 6 p.m. now, I think somewhere around midnight, we're going to try to, actually maybe even before then, what do we need? 1 physician and 1 medic team will be off for 12 hours. So, yes, I think we can handle doing it Medic team will be easy enough here soon, as we're going to have medic teams with nothing to do.
Sir, new patient arrived.
I'd like to keep this thing under 100 in the aftermath of all this, but it continues to grow now. 99. It's another one that just never made it back from the ADS. Okay, this is a good positive event. Decreased risk,
Sir,
decreased
medics are on the
fatigue,
way.
morale bonus. 22%! That's rough. Okay, third incoming. Wow, this is just bam, 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 3 attacks before we finally do ours,
Sir, engineers
right?
reached the pharmacy.
Is that the big one? I don't think so. I
Sir,
think we're still...
operation was successful.
Whoa, hello. Suddenly we're strong?
Sir,
Just like
nurses
that?
reached the hospital.
Oh
Sir,
my goodness,
new
folks, the
patient
ADS. The ADS is cleared. Self-imposed
Sir,
deadline on
medics are on the way.
starting that project. We have kept it under 100, though we're right on that limit. The last
Sir,
patients are coming in
medics are on
right
the way.
now from the ADS. We are massively overloaded here. We did have one just die in the admission area. Not denied admission.
Sir,
That
medics are on the
literally
way.
cannon fodder. Let 100 patients die. Okay. This one is now gonna die. Trauma ward. Holy crap! This is all trauma ward, which are long surgeries, costly, expensive surgeries, and they're all serious. We just denied
Sir, doctor is starting
6, 7
a shift.
patients. I feel like we haven't saved anybody. That's because we nearly have saved no one. I mean, there's 3 patients. We're gonna go 1, 1, and 1 with these.
Sir, patient is cured. Sir, new patient arrived.
Alright, the ADS is finally clear, so we're going to rest a whole lot of medic teams. Awaiting burial is 28. The cemetery is going to need help. That's where we're going to send them after all of this, but we do have 2 fresh nurses. Let's get one of them to the CCS. Let's get one. It's not quite midnight, but if we're going to do something with this, I think it's time we do it. So we're going to send a team, 1 physician and 1 medic team. Both of our physicians are operating though, so we're gonna have to figure that out. And then we've had a lengthy surgery going on for a while. We're gonna end up having to deny a patient to get through this, but clearing the path, getting one of our doctors cleared up. It's the
Sir,
chemical ward.
medics are on the way.
Everything has to do with the chemical ward because of this situation. Close to collapse, but that's not going to impact what's happening. So we're going to send him, and we have 1 team that is recovered, and there you go. That's
Sir, doctor is starting a new
that's our
shift.
12 hours.
Sir, operation was successful. Sir, operation was successful. Sir, operation was successful.
Finally back to a plus 90, which is a lot lower than where we were. We're looking at plus 22 and minus 40. Big ol' minus 18, minus 19. 2 more patients being denied admission. A lot of the 33 here are being denied admission. Surgery ward, that's all we get. 6. We've finished off a couple. We denied 1, they died. But we only had maybe 10 general surgery out of 2 big incidents. Out of a big battle at the front, there was maybe 12 combined between the 2. But most everybody's come in has been chemical ward, and then this big group trauma ward, roughly 10. And we're down to just the 1 doctor here in the chemical ward as well for the time being, so we're losing a whole lot of patients in there. A lot of civilians. We've lost a good dozen. We had what looked like they were going to be easy to save, and then it's been the exact opposite, especially trying to save some of the military personnel as well, and not just focus on the civilians. When I was just focused on civilians, we did pretty well with it. When I decided to try to save
Sir,
a few of the
operation was
soldiers,
successful.
to like 6 hours, 9 hours to do one surgery, as opposed to saving 6 civilians during that time.
Sir, patient is cured.
It got down into the teens, but at least we've slowly been able to get the morale back up. It's up to 32% now, but that's a long ways from where it was, and we're definitely within that 1 day of the next attack, which is 1 day to the next and 1 day to the next. So this has become quite the affair.
Nurses reached the hospital.
5 hours till our scout teams are done. 10 hours till we get our doctor back. But he was close to collapse, so he'll probably still be close to collapse.
Sir, operation was successful.
Lost 4 or 5 patients in seconds.
Sir,
We're at 199 now, though, saved. So, I mean, we are still saving patients, just nowhere near at the rate that we're losing them. And yet, the CCS is not decreasing. Like, we're getting more civilians coming in faster than we're clearing anybody out right now. Rehab center. Ooh, busy. Okay. We'll send 3 to the trenches. We'll send 3, 4, 5 to HQ. 3, 6, 9, 10 to morale. 1 more to HQ, 1 more to morale.
Sir, patient is cured.
2 more patients dead. Somebody leveled up. It's a surgeon, Piaget. That's the general surgeon, the least experienced. He's catching up. Works significantly better. Yes. Oh, negative event. Increased cost 4. We'll take that. Another level up. Absent-minded. We want to change out absent-minded. This is the one that would morale slightly increases. We'll take it. The one that can swap it out.
Sir, new patient
Get
arrived.
rid of her negative trait. That's good. Morale boost. We're up to 49%, and we've got, what, 11% coming in bonuses? More. There's some of it already. 52%. We're back up over 50%. Getting less than a day till that next attack, though. So it's just bam, 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 bam. This chapter hits you hard.
Sir, operation was
202 of
successful.
113. 5 patients died. 3 patients died. Where did they even come from? Because there's still 27 here. This is all, it's all civilians. It's all civilians.
Sir, medics are on the way.
While I have them, let's get the engineers onto whatever the next project is, which at this point I'm not sure what I want to do for the next project. I don't think we need anything in production right now. Scouting, I think we're okay there. Housing's fine. So something healing, something that's going to help us save patients. So that's a real issue for us, right? CCS plus 10 beds. We've been over constantly. Slot for a nurse and a medic. But what do we have? Emergency measures. Rehab center allows the use of emergency measures. We're sending soldiers to the trenches before they finish rehabilitation. Not that one. Decreased chances of complications by 50% in the chemical and surgery ward, or increased chances of simplifications by 50%. We did finally top 200, but we're
Sir,
at
engineers reached the construction site.
320, 321, another,
Sir,
2 more
medics
just
are on the
died.
way.
And again, the CCS is not dropping. Like, the number is not dropping. That's a patient from the front, but it's been civilian after civilian coming in from the city. That's where we're getting hurt. It's not the war that's hurting us right now. It's the influenza. Returning to HQ, Scout Commander goes directly to the officer he spoke with last time. Presents his findings and urges to the officer to send at least 3 platoons to deal with the camp as soon as possible while the Germans are not dug in yet. Officer appeared to agree with the commander's opinion. He thanks the scouts for their intel and goes to prepare a plan of attack on the camp. Are they going to approach us to ask if we want to contribute? I wouldn't be surprised if they want us to direct them to where it is. Morale boost. I'll take that. 51%. We're died during operation, so we did lose 1 during operation this time. Just the second of the day, even though we've lost 60. We've lost
Sir,
60
operation
freaking
was
patients
successful.
today. 60. Gosh, we're horrible. With only 32 saved. I mean, this is a massive negative. Massive.
Sir, new patient arrived. Sir, a dispatch from HQ.
HQ. Okay, what do you got for us? I think this is our other scouting event. Maybe? HQs, please, the way you oh, okay. Our VIP. He is decorated and valued soldier of the British Expeditionary Force and sets an example for all the soldiers in the Army. HQ has made the decision to provide you with additional resources. Use them well. 4 military contracts and 2 staff contracts. Back up to 45 on that, by the way.
Sir,
So we are
new patient arrived.
Okay, scout assignments. Both are done and cleared. And we have finished the chapter. Okay, scout assignments for chapter 2 are complete. All we have now is our depots. Now that we've delivered the guy,
Sir,
we should have
new
the second,
patient
but I
arrived.
don't know what's going on there.
Sir,
5
medics are on the
patients
way.
died in the admission area. Like, I'm not even seeing them. It's the chemical ward. Look at that. 22 and 32. We'll have our doctor back in just minutes.
I
What's it gonna be?
finished my research, sir.
And?
Eureka, sir. We identified a few
Early symptoms.
that indicate a mild course of the disease.
Okay.
There is also one identified early symptom that is indicative of a severe course that can cause many complications, shortness of breath, or trouble with breathing.
Well done, Doctor. Please notify the rest of the personnel about your findings. Your research might just help save many lives.
And we're done with those events for now. There's nothing new popping in. We've got another battle coming. Like, we are not under control. We've got 40 patients, and it's one civilian after another, after another, after another, is the vast majority of it. But, I mean, look at this mess. We had 4 medic teams collapse. We have another that's close to collapsing. We have another that's exhausted. Like, our staff is on the verge of, like, death from the looks of things here. And I'll be happy when the chapter is done and hopefully the flu behind us.
Sir, medics are on the way.
We have lost so many patients through absolutely nothing we could do. I think chemical ward, though, I really need to just start focusing on these
engineers reached the
civilians
construction site.
because we've just lost a ton of patients with these like 6-hour surgeries. I need to be trying to save the 6 civilians there because this is insane. I mean, 70 losses, even though like 50 of them are civilians. 11. Like it's every few moments. Chemical ward, both are resting, so we're close to getting back to them. Like they're dying so fast. This is my dilemma, folks. Once they go, they go. And it's like we can't even save anyone at the chemical ward. It's just deny, 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 deny. None of them are gonna make it. Oh. Did I have the option to say no to the civilians? Oh man, I could have said no. Could have said no. For a little bit I was like, oh, they'll be easy. No, no. They're all gonna freaking die! And another attack is coming in a couple of hours. Okay, attack is pending. We are gonna send a full group to the ADS. We have a few with our still busy CCS, and again, most of that's just dead civilians or dying civilians. At 79 dead and 41 saved. 79 dead, 41 saved. We have had the worst that train wreck incident in the first chapter Nothing on what we've just experienced here. Now, of those 79 dead, we're talking something like 60, 65 civilians of those 79, and it being the Spanish influenza. It's the flu that's wiping them out. Okay, so this is not a, oh gosh, we failed. But over those last 2 episodes, and trench collapse, or tunnel collapse, and the previous battle, just the amount of casualties we were dealing with was immense. It was a lot. It was difficult to deal with. In 2 episodes, we've gone from 44 dead in the chapter to 145. We've lost over 100 patients in 2 episodes. In that time, we went from 146 saved to just 213. Well below a negative balance. But again, so much of that is the civilians and the pandemic. With that, for the moment, Casualty Clearing Station is down to 20 patients. The operating ward is operating normally. It's fine. We're back to full strength. We finished that side mission. That's going to help us wrap things up with the civilians, but clearly it's not done anything to help us just yet with it, because they are dying very fast, and they're easy to save, but we can't get them in. We've got to stop treating the soldiers in the chemical ward and just treat the civilians there. Treat the soldiers in the other 2 areas. I think that might be our only option going forward, that our chemical ward for at least the rest of chapter 2 is now simply a pandemic station. But the next attack is coming any moment. That's why I'm stopping now. We'll pick up with that in the next episode. At least the scout missions are done. At least we have made some really, really good, strong, rapid upgrades with our engineers. This episode, we did a lot with that. One thing I just noticed, though, is our alcohol supply is rather low. So let's go ahead and get things ordered before we run out and get busy with the attack. 16 supply to get 10 chemical, and kind of the usual on the alcohol and the food. That's a lot, but 16 contracts, but that's okay. It looks like we have enough for the front to handle. So I'm sending very little to the front these days. I'm sending the majority either back to HQ at kind of a normal rate, and now more to boost morale, which is only up to 58%, and we've got an attack coming any minute. So we're going to be having a lot of casualties yet again, and we don't seem to be getting anywhere with cutting down on the civilians issue. But like I said, if we change that to just be a pandemic station and not really a chemical ward for the time being, I think that's going to help us out. 16 hours from another doctor in there? Well, for one, we don't have enough contracts, so we can't get staff anyway. 2, it's not just 16 hours. They're going to be exhausted, they're going to rest, and then they're going to come back after 8 hours of rest, so it's probably still at least a day till we're going to have it, which means it's 2 attacks from now before we're going to get there, but at least we're going to get there before we get into chapter 3, because I think it feels like the way the game flows and progresses, where we're at right now is where we're supposed to be. Getting that is meant for chapter 3, so we're kind of getting ahead of the game a little bit for that one. My oh my, what a rough episode. That's gonna do it for this episode, though. Let the death go. Just move on. It's okay. I'm a Decathlon gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.